Sri Lanka is running out of food, money and essentials.
Several people have been killed, hundreds have been injured, the Prime Minister has resigned and a nationwide curfew imposed as the country erupted into violence.
This island nation of 22 million people is in a state of emergency. These are the reasons behind the crisis.
There is no milk powder, no gas for cooking. All the small businesses are getting closed.
The economy in Sri Lanka was already in a precarious state before the most recent unrest.
It has significant debt and relies heavily on gas imports.
Tourism is vital to help offset these problems in Sri Lanka's economy. And in recent years, two things torpedoed the industry.
In April 2019, the commercial capital of Sri Lanka, Colombo, was targeted in a series of suicide bombings. Islamic State took responsibility for the attack.
More than 250 people died, and the tourism industry was badly damaged.
The COVID-19 pandemic dealt a further blow, and it also affected other sectors. Sri Lanka suffered a significant loss of income and jobs in major economic sectors like garments and construction.
Government policies also crippled the economy.
In the wake of the Easter bombings in 2019, an election was won by a president who had made some big promises. His name was Gotabaya Rajapaksa, and his brother, Mahinda Rajapaksa, became the Prime Minister. In December 2019, the government announced it was cutting VAT from 15% to just 8%. It also abolished 7 other taxes.
They were the largest tax cuts in Sri Lanka's history. But the former finance minister now admits they led to the country losing 1 million taxpayers.
Not only that, the tax cuts led to a credit rating downgrade the following year. That meant Sri Lanka was not only losing money, it was also blocked from borrowing more.
That wasn't the only policy change. In 2021, things were beginning to look up. The economy had picked up by 8%, underpinned in part by a strong growth in agriculture.
But then in May 2021, President Rajapaksa announced a ban on the import of chemical fertilisers in a push to promote organic farming.
The ban resulted in crop failure and pushed up food prices. Fast forward to today, with the war in Ukraine making imports more expensive, the central bank says that the price of food has increased by almost 50%.
Nationwide protests have been going on for months. Fuel shortages have led to countrywide power cuts and lower fruit and vegetable yields. A state of emergency has been declared and troops deployed. And now almost all of Sri Lanka's cabinet have resigned, as has the Prime Minister.
නිවැරදි කරගන්න ඕනේ අපේ ප්‍රාථමික ප්‍රශ්නය ඇත්තටම ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්නය ජනාධිපතිතුමා දීතික ප්‍රශ්නය. එතුමා යනකම් හැබැයි මේ ප්‍රාථමික ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳ ගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. මොකද කිසිම කෙනෙක් ඩොලර් එකක්වත් ලංකාවට එවන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් එතුමාගේ මේ නික්ම යාම අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අවශ්‍යයි. ඒක තමයි මේ විතර ඉන්න තරුණ පරපුර ඔක්කොම ඇවිල්ලා කෑ ගහලා එක හඬින් කියන්නේ කරුණාකරලා දැන්වත් යන්න කියලා.
Sri Lanka's recovery depends on getting emergency loans and negotiating a bailout from the International Monetary Fund. And that can only happen with political stability.